Oh dear. It seems like we don't have a picture. Remarkably like what's going on. People think that they know. Ah, we're in the picture. Now we know. I'm not going to be on long. Just, some people falling out, some people want to know, what's going on. If not me, with, people that they're starting to be afraid of, starting to understand, starting to realise all of these things that are going on, but different mindsets for different people, all involved in the same thing. It's just crazy. Oh, hey, Casper and Tigger, how you doing? Top of the morning. Yes, I'm a little bit early. So yes, good morning to you. Sun shining, birds singing. I'm off to see my mate Big Ears because I love him and he loves me, sort of thing. Like Noddy. Good to read you. Yeah, there's some people who want to. I don't know. I just don't get it, but it is what it is. I'm not. I'm not angry. I'm not at peace. I'm not all of these things that you're trying to do. I'm not those things. I'm not those things. So I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. It begs belief. You can keep trying as much as you want to do the things that you think will help you. And I'm trying to help you because I come on and I tell you what's going on. And you want to get in the way of love. You want to get, into somebody's headspace. You want to do all of these. I could tell you exactly what it is that you're doing. All of these plans that you've got going forward that aren't going to work because I've already told you they're not going to work. You already know that it's known. It's like, how does he know that? How do they do that? That's not possible. Blah blah blah. I'll tell you that it is, and I'll tell you that it's going to happen. And then you go away and you argue with each other and you fight with each other and you end up losing stuff, burning stuff. And I'll tell you you're going to do all of these things, and you go and do all of those things, and then you ask the question, how is it possible? Even though I tell you how it's possible, and then you hope against hope. Like, look, we need to stop this union. We need to do this and we need to do that. And I tell you that it's already written. It's already done. It isn't going to happen. You will do exactly what you're supposed to do, and you will fail. And we'll just keep playing out the film. And a long time ago, I said, this isn't your Matrix anymore. Like you I don't know how to explain. Yes, I do. I don't know when American football was invented. I don't know when it was invented, and I don't care because it's not football. But you're playing that game when it was invented against a team playing today. And you're getting trounced because you have no idea about the rules or anything. Like you're still playing the old game with the old money, with the old bullshit. And nothing's going to happen. Like you're not even going to get a try. No, touchdown. You're not even going to try. You're not even going to get a touch if the try is sincere, but you're not going to get a touchdown. You're not even going to get 10 yards. You're not even going to have a successful snap. Like your quarterback is going to get sacked. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. It isn't going to happen. You're just going to get pummeled into the ground because you're out of your depth. I don't know how many times I can say the same thing. And you want me to say it in a more and more and more forceful way. And you want me to, I don't know. Nothing you do, nothing is going to work. Nothing. There is, I don't know how many times I can say it. Listen, please listen, because this is just stupid. Like, I feel sorry for you in a way. Like, you're going through all of this, and I feel sorry for you in a way, but not that I'm going to, open my heart out to you, but It's not going to change anything. Carry on playing the same game. You will have the same result. And you already know that. And I'm trying to help you turn it around for yourself and bring yourself up. And you keep doing the same bull. The same. I don't know how to say it. Like, you're playing the first team that ever played American football. That's you. The first ever team, or teams, whatever it is. Like 2 teams. You could have 2 teams on the field against one of the teams today, and you'll still lose. Because you have no idea. You don't know the rules. You don't know the speed of the game. You just have no idea. And you're just getting in each other's way. Instead of saying, hang on a minute, we're out of our depth. What are the rules? This is just the game of life. How do I get on in the game of life? Like before, we were top dogs. We were the first team. We were the best of the best. And we could do this, this, and this. And nobody could touch us. And we wanted to keep that. But that didn't happen. It changed. It changed on you. And now you're no one. You're nobody. You're just outdated. You're no one. You don't have the money. You don't have the power. You don't have the will. You don't have the mettle and resolve that you were supposed to have had. You don't have any of it. And I've got loads. In fact, I've probably got so much I could probably give you some. And I'm trying to. But you're not listening. Listen. Please listen. The only way back for you. The only way back. Well, no. I'm so, what is it? I don't know. Not the only way back. Firstly, as I've already said to you, if you don't want to lose everything, let's start from the top. You people that have got all this money. We already know what's happened with the Pope, supposedly. We already know what's happened over there. We've got an idea of what's going to happen next. We have these billionaires, these trillionaires, whatever it is, these rich people who rule the world, have 80%, 90%, whatever it is, pay the media to tell people a whole load of lies. All that bullshit, it's all going to stop. But it's all going to end. All of it's going to change. Like the media, them people that have licenses or whatever it is that you do, you're going to lose them. And maybe even more, you'll end up with legal proceedings, because basically what you're doing is fraud. Basically, you're trying to con people, making money by conning people with the information you're giving, which is false, which is slander, which is all of those technical terms, whatever it is. So you people with all this money, with all this bullshit that you keep feeding people, lying to them in order that you get money, whether directly or indirectly, through your sales. Like, you get it through your sales, but you also get it because you're lying about certain people and you're bringing up other people and they're getting money and you're getting money off them. You know how it works. All of this bullshit's going to stop. All of it. The manipulation for the music industry, the sound, the blah, 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 all that bullshit, movies, all that bullshit. It's all going to stop. So you're all told. I don't care whether you see these videos or not. The people involved that know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows a top person, top people. I don't care how it works. I really don't. All of it's going to stop. All of it. Your clones, your AI, your bullshit, everything. Trying to time travel, trying to put things in people's heads, all of it. Your energy weapons, whatever it is. It's all stopping. It's all stopping. All of it. Everything is stopping. I'm trying to tell you, without mentioning names, without really trying to go into everything that you're doing, it's all known. And it's all going to stop. It's all going to stop. Now, you're supposed to, if you're a half-decent person who weren't just worried about money, give it up. Give it up. Save the soul, whatever's in, wherever it is, whatever's inside you, if there is one, save the soul, get rid of all the material stuff. But at least be some sort of human being in order that you can carry on going forward and get back what it is that you're losing. That's the simple, best way to do it. Like, find who you are, find that you're a human being, find that human beings are supposed to act in a certain way, Do those things and stay in a healthy situation. But you don't want to do that. You want to save all that material stuff, costing you your soul. You're going to lose all that material stuff anyway, which you've already been told. You're going to lose it. If you don't behave, you're going to lose it, and you have, and you are, whatever it is. And you lost your soul as well. So now you've got nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because once you're losing that part of your soul and you have all that karma, that bad stuff, you have to earn that back. Without that soul that you had, that you could have had, if you give it, like the material stuff's nothing. It's nothing. Keep your soul. Keep the fact that you're a human being. Keep that, because that's going to stand you in good stead going forward. This material stuff, as you know, gone, finished, over, done. Just thank you very much, gone. Doesn't matter how much you got. It doesn't matter how much you got. It does not matter how much you've got. Thank you very much, gone. Because of the effort that you're putting in, the bad effort that you're putting in, it's costing you all of that. The evil things that you're doing, the bad things that you're doing, is costing you everything you've got. Because of the effort. Your effort will be worth the cold. No. Mine might be, but yours won't, because your effort has everything taken away. That's just the facts. I don't care if you believe it. I don't care if you believe it. Look around you. Look around you. See these famous people going to prison. Look around you. See these famous people going to prison. See why they're going to prison. Then look again and see these not so famous people going to prison. And ask yourself, why is all this happening? And can I prevent it, or could I have prevented it? And the answer is, yes, you could have, but no, you can't. If you carry on doing what you're doing. And I'm not angry with no one. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It simply seems people are having a tough time getting past your quest to cease. I like that, Casper. The truth will be told, in my opinion. I am the truth. Uh-oh, Tig is the truth. Well, there you go. So Tig is going to be part of your downfall. Not in a million years, in my honest opinion. I don't know what that was for. Hey, Redneck, how you doing? Just not all the truth. That's what Forrest said. You have to tell the truth, but not all the truth. I don't want to gain the whole world and lose my soul. No, but what's the point? These people that are doing these bad things, they're not happy. And they're working hard. They're working harder to try and keep it, which makes them even less happy. Plus the fear that they're going through. Like, they're not happy in the life that they're living. They'd be more happier if they didn't have as much, weren't worried about losing it, living a good life without the detriment to other people. They would be more happy. But they seem to have it in their head that the only way they're gonna be happy is by ruining other people's lives and being rich as fuck. Money they couldn't spend. Initially, they couldn't spend it. Now they're just losing it. But they can't spend it because they haven't got it. Hey, Nikki. Living proof, everybody lives their own reality and nobody wants to be a part of anybody else's reality. There you go. So if you can live your own reality, you don't have to be a part of my reality. You don't. You don't have to be a part of anybody else's reality. You have to be a part of your reality. What happens to you, guess whose fault it is? It's your fault. I could have let people do what they were doing to me. That would be my fault. I would have a bad life if I let people do to me what they were doing to me. I would have a bad life. My fault. So I'm not blaming anyone, not judging anyone. I don't care. Anybody can do what they want. That's up to them. The karma they get for being bad people is up to them. I don't care. I'm not going to forgive them. I'm not going to be angry with them. And I'm not even going to tell them to stop. I don't care. Let them do what they want to do. and suffer the consequences of doing what they want to do. I'm explaining stuff to you. Listen, I'm explaining stuff to you. Have I said to you, you have to stop? You have to stop. Have I said that? No. No. Keep doing what you're doing. I've explained that if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to get in trouble for it. You're going to get karma, whatever it is, however it is. I've explained that. But I haven't said, oh, I'm so angry that you're doing this and it's not fair. And I've done none of that. And even when you're still doing it, I'm still not coming on here going, oh, I'm so angry and I'm not. I'm not. I don't know how many times I can tell you the same thing. Everything that is done to everyone, anyone, we're here to learn. This is school. Earth is school. Everything that is done is for you to learn a lesson. That's it. So you go, imagine you went to school and you learned a lesson. It was an important lesson. And you carry that through life with you. And you go, thank you, teacher, for teaching me that lesson. Because it gave me this, this, and this, and this, and this through my life. Because I went through this horrible phase. I went through this bad phase. And because I went through this bad phase, I actually ended up being better off. Because I went through this bad phase. If I had not gone through it, I wouldn't be better off. So thank you. Now you want me to be angry. You want me to be whatever it is that you want. Stuck. Stuck, not stuck. That's not the right thing. You want stagnant. You want me to be stagnant. Thank you. You want me to be stagnant. I'm not stagnant. Like, you can't make me be something I don't want to be. You can't make me be something I don't want to be. And I have the mettle and the resolve, as you're supposed to get out of whatever it is you're trying to put me into. I have the mettle and resolve to be in the love that I want to be. You want to stop a union. You want to stop a union because you think, well, you know, that this union is going to change everything. And you'll be stuffed. You're stuffed. You're stuffed. You either get on board, you either get on board with the being stuffed, or you get run over. That's it. You're already stuffed. Remember the film, you're in the film, you played the part, here's your script, you follow the script, you get to the end, and you suffer the consequence of the script that you followed. That's it. And you're stuffed. And you don't get to go into the next film. Because you got killed off in the first film. Because you're a baddie. That's how it works in these films. But you had the opportunity to go to the director, producer, script writer, whatever it is, and say, look, I don't want to play this part. This part at the end of the film says, I'm stuffed. I don't want to be stuffed. Can I do a different role? Can I play a different role? I don't want to be in this role. I really don't want to be in this role. I know it's a bit late in the day. I know, but is there a chance that I can play a different role? Like, can I just do a different role from now? Can I just, at least by the end of the film, have some sort of decency in me? But you don't want to do that. You're going all in, as Forrest did. You went all in and you got the vacuum cleaner. But you go all in, and it's going to be a whole lot worse for you. And I'm trying to tell you that everything that you're doing is failing. Everything that you're doing is failing. And because you're doing it, you will fall harder and harder. That's it. You'll fall harder and harder. So you think, nah, stuff it. We can do it. So you do it and you fall harder. I don't know. And you're doing it to make me, all of us, 144,000, whatever it is, how many people you're trying to screw over, like they're jumping up and down laughing, not jumping. I know there's some people jumping up and down angry, like on your side. I know that. I know that. I know there are people that are. And I know that you're falling out. And I know people are sticking up for the bad things that are being done. I know all of those things. I know those things. I know, the differences between the love and the, what's the word? The twin flame scenario and the con, and now they know, and it's bad and blah, blah, blah. I know, the mentor that was supposed to be that wasn't, and all of that. It's all known. All of it's known. All of it's known. This is the chase I'm talking about. All that's known. But so is everything else. The whole world scenario is all done. It's all done. It's dusted. It's clean. Spring cleaning. It's going through. And I'm trying to say to people, look, just keep your soul intact at least. Like, if you end up losing your soul and your wealth, everything, you are screwed. You're screwed. You're screwed. If you end up losing your wealth and your soul intact, you're not screwed. You're not screwed. You're not. If your soul is intact, the thing that's going to learn, the thing that's going to help you, the intuition, the voice inside your head, the whatever you want to call these things, whatever you want to believe them as, I don't care. But if you have that intact, the good side, then nothing's going to be difficult. But if you can't hear, if all those gifts that you're given, that you've abused, that have been taken away, and you know who I'm talking to, all those gifts that have been taken away because you've been naughty, how are you going to get through life? How are you going to get through life without those gifts that you just threw away? Throwing the material stuff away isn't a problem. You might hate it. You might hurt. You might be angry. You might be whatever it is. Once you learn to control that, once you go inside, find out who you are and who you need to be, you can get that stuff back. That material stuff that disappeared. Once you sold your soul, that's it. Done. Finished. It's over. Can't go back and say, oh, I've changed my mind. Can I have a refund? Stop it. It's absolutely crazy to me that you want to throw the best thing that's inside you away because of everything that's outside of you. That's crazy. Like the thing that is keeping you on this earth, accustomed to some sort of life, you want to throw away based on everything outside of you. What? Like it's like having the best diamond in the world. It's like having the best diamond in the world. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it, and they will pay anything for it. And you're going, okay, then there you go. But it's priceless. What are you doing? But that thing inside you, that soul, that can get you whatever you want. If you just had enough faith, get you whatever you want. And you don't have to sell your soul to do it. You just have to find it. You just have to find love. You just have to find peace. You just have to find you. You just have to find God. Whatever it is, that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And some people are just crazy. So far, you're still only a part of my imagination. Nothing is as it seems. Reality is a fantasy, but not a fairy tale. My parrot is stuffed. I'm not. Hey, Steve. I could use a vacuum cleaner. Oh, don't talk about vacuum cleaners. So I have two. Well, I'm not going to mention the names. I have two vacuum cleaners, and all of a sudden they've decided that each of them will only work for a few minutes and then just stop. I don't know whether my energy is interfering with it or what, but it's like I start. One is well, they're both cordless, is the word I'm called, but one's heavy duty, and one's not. Yeah, it's a heavy duty. And it's like, it starts, and for a few minutes later, you just go, nah, that's it, I've had enough. So I don't know when my energy is really messing with it or whatever, or I need to have it plugged in and use it. Got a video of vacuums, Nikki. If one has zero expectations, then they have zero. Yep, and that's probably half of. It's not half of it because if you can believe in yourself, there must be an expectation that you're going to succeed always. Like if you have enough faith in yourself and belief in yourself, there must be an expectation that you're always going to succeed. So believe in yourself and have that expectation of yourself, but don't have it of other people. Don't believe 100% that people around you are going to be the people that you think they are. You can believe in you. You can have 100% faith in you, and you won't get let down with what you do because you know you. So you know how much you can believe in you. But in someone else, if you believe in someone else 100%, you can be let down 100%. It's that simple. Because most people in our reality now, not most, yeah, most, aren't real. They're not real with themselves and they're not real with other people. Because they're forced into a situation where they have to survive. Not everybody. Most people are in survivor mode. That's how the Matrix is made. To put everybody in that mode, in survivor mode, to work out of that feeling, that awkwardness. And that's not how it should be. It shouldn't be in survivor mode. You should be in contentment mode all the time. Because you know who you are, you know what you're capable of, and you are wholly, wholly confident that so do other people. They're not going to go out and try and hurt you. They're not going to go out of their way to stitch you up or have one over on you or whatever it is. That's the world that we're supposed to live in, but not the world we live in now. The world we live in now is somebody is always out to do one better than someone else or get something cheaper than someone else or take something from someone else because that's how they are living day to day. That's how they're forced to live because they're living. So some people are living in poverty, some people are poor, some people are working class, some people are middle class, and it's getting harder and harder to wake up every day and make ends meet and live a normal life. So you have to do something over and above what is considered a normal life to live a normal life, which then puts you in that fight or flight, survivor mode conflict that you have with people because you're always agitated about how your life is, and you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be agitated about nothing. And I think that's people want me in that state, and why should I be in that state? Everything, even what you're doing now, is making me, everybody else, stronger, more powerful, because your energy is being transferred, whether you like it or not. You're putting all that effort in. Thank you. I'll have your energy, make me younger. Thank you. I've done all this before. I'll have your money, the time that you spend, all of that. It's mine. It's mine and everybody else's that you keep putting into because you're playing the old game. This is a different game. This is a different game. And you're losing badly. Like you're losing badly and you can't see that you're losing badly. And you're going to the same people, the people who invented the game, and asking them what to do. And they're giving you the same information. So you keep doing the same things and ended up losing even more. It's like, whoa, listen, I know it's a bit stupid, but maybe have a look at what the other team are doing and try and do what they're doing. That might help you a bit. Even if you don't win, you may be able to balance things out. Don't keep doing all that because all you're doing is pushing them further and further away from you. And you're getting lower and lower. Stop it. Like you started up here and now you right down there. And I'm not being, I don't know what the word is. It's not about class. It's not about, being better than someone else. It's a fact. Your vibration is low, their vibration is high, and you're separated by reality, by distance, by time, whatever it is, however you want to believe it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. The fact is, you're separated. Lots of different people will tell you lots of different things about how that is. Oh, I'm more religious than you, so I'm more holy than thou, blah, blah, blah. I'm more spiritual than you, so I'm blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, I don't care. I just know there is a fact that says the way you behave, the way somebody else behaves, and you have that, I'm here, you're there, that's just the way it is. If you want to be up there as well, where you were, then behave like these people. Because if you behave the way that you're behaving, you're going to end up down the bottom. That's just the way it is. If you want to climb the steps, don't jump. Just walk up them. Because you're going to have to be pretty good at jumping to make sure that you land on the step without falling back and hurting yourself. We're all connected to the source of all our inner thoughts. So we're one consciousness. That's it. We are lots of people or lots of beings with one consciousness. So we can all tap in to the one consciousness, to the one source, the one God, the whatever it is you want to call it. I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. Call it God, mum and dad, for me. They created it, so great. That's it. You can call it whatever you want. Whatever you want. I don't care. But I do know it works. And I do know it's kicking your ass. Whatever you believe it to be, or don't believe it to be, it's kicking your ass. Easily kicking your ass. Excuse me. The one thing you don't realise is, or you do realise, I don't know, it could be over in seconds. Like the power that mum and dad have, God, consciousness, source, whatever it is you want to call it, I don't care. Whatever it is, it's kicking your ass. And it has the ability to just take you out of existence. Boom. There you are. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it has the ability to do that. You just don't exist. It's called creation. It's called creation. Excuse me. There are no more dinosaurs. They don't exist. There are no more Anunnaki. Or there are, but they're hiding. Whatever it is. Nephilims, blah, blah, Sumerian, blah, blah, Mayans, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Has the ability to just say, no, that's it. It's over. Done. Your time's finished. You're a gnat. You're a gnat against, I don't know, not even a human. The chemical, whatever it is, you're a gnat against that. Ain't gonna happen. You don't even have the ability to like bite the person that's doing it, because you're just a gnat against the chemical that's gonna take you out. That's as simple as I can put it. So we're all supposed to work together as one. All supposed to be together as one, believing in one God, one consciousness, one source, whatever it is, doesn't matter. We're all supposed to be living like that. And we're all supposed to be living our best lives. Guess what happened? Some evil twats decided, no. Let's not live all together in harmony, peace, all of us, well off. Let's us be well off and stuff them. What? No, that don't seem right. That don't seem right. No. But if that's what you want, listen, you're not listening. You're not listening. If that's what you want, that's what will happen. Except you are the people that are at the bottom. This is the world you want. This is the world you will have. See how it works? Like, you brought it into the world. You wanted to change the world where the rich get rich and the poor get poorer. Well, guess what? You're going to be the poorer gets poorer. And the other people are going to be the rich get rich. But they're not going to do it the way you did it. They're going to do it through mum and dad. They're going to do it the right way. They're going to behave in such a way that it's given to them. There you go. There you go. Which is what you wanted. You were trying to take it from other people. You were trying to take it from other people. It's just crazy. It's like, no, that's not going to happen anymore. So yes, you can have that world that you wanted. The rich get rich and the poorer get poorer, but not in the way that you did it. And you will be the poorer get poorer. If you want to stay here on this earth. Which is a lot better than the place that's going to be prepared for you after the banquet. That's going to be prepared for you, where all the people that think like you are going to have your own little place. And you can all do the dog eat dog and the rat race and everything else that you created. You can all live like that. While everybody else does the rich get richer through mum and dad, behaving in a good way, all working together as one, all content, as far as said, contentment. Warm is comfortable. Now, I've been saying for the last few weeks, months, years, about it's black and white, yin and yang, good versus evil, male, female, not male, male, not female, female. not about abortions, not about all of this woke stuff. No. No. Awoke, yes, but not woke. Like, your reign is ending. How you want the world to be is ending. Different game of life. Our game of life against your old game of life. The rich is new and the old. So yours is the old. And you will have your life. You will have it. Oh, yeah. You will have it. But you'll be the poorer get poorer. Because your karma makes you poor. And if you carry on doing the same things that you're doing, you become poorer. And if you can't work off that karma in this life, in this game of life, the old way that you're playing, in your next life, when you come back, remembering what you did in this life, you'll be poor, trying to work your way up. And if you still don't work your way up in the next life, you'll be poor. And you'll be going through everything that everybody else went through. Remember Heather? You'll go through everything that everybody else went through. Remember Robert? Everything that everybody else went through, you'll go through. Unless you can turn it around. Do you see how that works? Now, I'm trying to tell you, for your own good, this is how it is. This is how it's going to be. And you're not listening. And I don't care. Listen, I care about good people. I care about the love that's in the world. I care about the peace that's in the world. Oh, peace. Naughty people fighting. I care about those things. So I can't and won't waste my time on people, I use that term loosely, beings that don't want to play the game, the new game. Like, if you want to still play the old game, you can play the old game, but you're the poor. You will be the poor. That's it. I can't say it any clearer. You will be the poor and you will get poorer. And we'll be the rich and we'll get richer. But we won't act the way that you act. And that is something that you need to be aware of, people. When you do, with great power comes great responsibility, blah, blah, blah. All those cliches. When you do get this inheritance, this glow up, this, whatever it is, whatever these people talk about, I don't give a shit. When you do get that, remember who you are, remember where you came from, because the Lord gives and the Lord taketh away. Now, listen, please listen. And there are examples right now, about the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Whatever that is you believe, the consciousness, the blah, blah, I don't care. But this happens the way that it happens in order that people can see the miracles that go on and realize, if I don't do the right things, everything that I'm going to earn, everything that I get, the life that I live, the beautiful people that I know, the beautiful house that I'm in, the car, the wife, husband, the children, all this beautiful stuff that I have is going to be taken from me. That's it. So us going forward, no, because we're seeing it happening now, right now. We're seeing it happen right now. And if you're not taking in what's happening right now as what's going to happen going forward, you're a fool. You're a fool. Because how you're going to succeed going forward is to not do anything that these people have done. Not do any of it. Because if you do, you'll end up the same way. Includes me. You'll end up the same way. Now, these people did it through religion. These people did it with cults, covens, witches, warlocks, wizards, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. And they hid behind everything that they did. They blamed other people and made them suffer. But that's all being rectified. Now, please stop thinking, how are they doing that? You've been told. What you should be asking is, how can I, me the person that's losing everything, my whole life's going down the shitter, how can I stop this from happening to me in a good, clean way? How can I stop it happening to me in a good, clean way? Or do I just give it all away? Do I just give it all away for the sake of my soul and be a poor person who makes it rich? Listen, these miracles, these people that are poor, these people that you screwed over, they're going to be better off. They're going to be better off. You're worse off, they're better off. So if you want to be better off, you need to act the way that these people acted. These 144,000, whatever it is. You need to act that way. You need to go through that suffering and find that one consciousness, that one God, that one source. Whatever these people are talking about, all of these fucking ways of living life, whatever they're all talking about, believe whatever one you want. But it all comes down, one God. It all comes down to that. Something, some supernatural force, this all-powerful thing that controls every single thing that there is. It comes down to that. So let's just say God. Let's forget source. Let's forget, no, don't forget it. If you want to call it source, if you want to call it consciousness, if you want to, whatever. But it all belongs to that one God. It all belongs to that one God. That's it. That's how simple it is. Now, you can all have your different way of looking at it, which you have, for whatever reason. Well, I know what reason, but stop it. There is stuff coming out. Do your research. There's stuff coming out about Allah, about the Muslims, about blah, 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 blah. All the truths are coming out. All the stuff in Antarctica. All of these writings that were written, talks about Allah, blah, blah, blah. It's all out there for you. Now, you, evil people, you're supposed to put it out there. You're supposed to tell us the truth. We're not supposed to be finding it for ourselves and exposing it. Because if we do that, listen, this is for your benefit, not mine. If we're exposing it ourselves, if I go down the road, and I dig in a field and I find some treasure, and in this treasure there's some information that says this is how life used to be, guess what? Your karma is terrible. But if you came out and said, look, hands up, this is what I've been doing for the last few thousand years. Here is all the information. This is the truth. Go into the Vatican and see, or wherever else you go, or the pyramid or whatever it is, or Ethiopia, whatever it is, I don't care. Go to these places, find this information. Look, this is where the information is, and this tells you the truth about what happened in your history. That's it. But if you want to keep hiding it and still live as your trillionaires, billionaires, millionaires, whatever it is, don't care. If you want to do that, you're going to end up with nothing. And there's nothing you can do to stop that. Nothing. And there's nowhere you can go. It's like people still trying to run, still trying to do stuff. And it's like, listen, please listen. Everything that you do, everything that you think, everything that you see, everything is known. Trying to burn evidence. It's crazy. Trying to burn evidence, trying to work out, trying to do hand signals, doing all this stuff. Listen, please listen. Right, I want to say hello, but I don't want no one to know that I want to say hello. So this is the first thing. Okay, haven't told nobody. Yeah? The fact that you wrote hello to somebody was seen by lots of people. But not only that, you thinking H-E-L-L-O. Or you thinking, I want to say hello to somebody, but without anybody knowing, so I'm going to do this. You thought it. They heard it. It's done. It's like, I don't get it. What part of it's known, it's already known, do you not know? You're in the movie. And you're going to get to the end. And at the end of the movie, whatever happens to you at the end of the movie, because of everything that you've done, you will get judged on. Hello is part of it. whatever it is, however it is you do those crazy things that you do, or you just try and do Reiki or whatever it is, doesn't matter. Whatever you've done is known. Stop it. Stop it. It's like, who are the people that are snitching on us? Who are the people that are doing this? Who are the people that you are? You are the people that are thinking. You are the people that are snitching. You are the people that are doing. You are the people that are telling the spirits that are around you what it is you're doing. And like, oh, no. Listen, those demons that you send out, where do they come from? Does everybody see them? Like, you conjure them up they come, and then they walk down the street, down the subway, on the train or tube, or whatever you call it, blah, blah, into a taxi, on a bus. Is that how it works? Is that how it works? Of course not. So while that demon, spirit, whatever it is you want to call it, gargoyle, whatever you want, I don't care, on its little trip down the subway, whatever, it's listening to people. Here's what people are saying. Can think what people are thinking. Tries to get in the mind of somebody, or the house, or whatever you want to call it. This is the house of wood, or the home of brown. This is the house of wood. And you're letting them go in it, and they're going into it, and they're wrecking it with all the stuff that they put in there. These evil things that, they want to give to people. Stop it. Like, you get these... These must be the silencer. Is that what you call it? Make me laugh. You get these exterminators, or whatever it is. Good people. Good spirits. I don't care what it is. Whatever it is. And they go into these houses, these mines, that have been fucked over by these demons or whatever. And they go in and they clean it up. And they make it like new. They bring them back. After you've been in there messing with it. Like, you're squatters. You squat in somebody's house, their head, mine, soul, whatever. You squat in there, you screw it all over, and then you leave. But these exterminators, cleaners, whatever it is, they're going to come in and they're going to clean up. And they're going to pick you up and drop you off somewhere. Let's stop it. You're being stupid now. You're being told everything that's going to happen. You know that everything that you do is known, and you're still trying to secretly do stuff that's already known because it's already written. Like, you're reading the script. Hello, says here on your script. Says here. That's what you got to do. And you do it, and you go, well, I hope nobody saw that. I hope nobody knows. Come on. It's just crazy. We are not the ones he's talking to. Some of us are already at a higher level. No, I'm not talking to I'm talking to the people who aren't at that level. I'm talking to those people who are still trying to do the same things, doing the same thing, getting the same results, and thinking it's going to change. So, no, I'm not. No, I'm not talking to you people. Those people that are already up, it don't matter. I'm talking about the fools that are still trying to achieve something that's been impossible for 5 years. They know it's impossible, probably 6 years. They know it's impossible, and they're still trying to do it. It's crazy. And they're being told it's impossible. And they're being told why it's impossible, and they still don't know why it's impossible. Because they are so low. Listen, if you're not where I am, I'll tell you that it's light. If it was 10 o'clock here, it'd be dark. And I'll tell you that it's dark here. It's 10 p.m. and it's dark here. And you'll go, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's 7 p.m. and it's still light. And I'm like, no, 10 p.m. and it's dark here. And you'll know it's 7 p.m. and it's light. But as soon as it's 10 p.m. there, as soon as it's 10 p.m. there, which is what I'm telling you, it's 10 p.m. and it's dark here at 10 p.m. It's dark here. As soon as it's dark where you are here, it's 10 p.m. and it's dark here. That's a fact. You don't want to believe that because where you are, how you live, what you think, you're trying to say that I'm wrong. No, I'm not wrong. At 10 p.m., wherever you are, Wherever you are will be here. Right? I am here. You are here. In that place that you're in, it's 10 p.m. and it's dark. That's it. That's it. That's the statement of fact that you don't understand. Once I say it's 10 p.m. and it's dark here, wherever you are, when it's 10 p.m., it's dark here. That's it. I'm not saying it's 10 p.m. and it's dark there. I'm saying it's 10 p.m. and it's dark here. As soon as it gets 10 p.m. where you are, it's 10 p.m. and it's dark here. And you can't argue that. You just want to argue it because you can't see it for being the truth that it is. So when you wake up to the truth that it is, when you wake up to the information you're getting is truthful information. At 10 p.m., it's dark here. Wherever you are at 10 p.m., it's dark here. And I know there'll be someone saying, well, if I was in such and such Antarctic, or if I was on the moon, or if I was blah, 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 someone's going to say that. And again, when you get to the truth of what I'm saying, then you'll understand. If you don't want to hear the truth, I don't care. I don't care. It's still 10 p.m. and it's still dark here at 10 p.m. Wherever you are, it's 10 p.m. and it's dark. And that's the truth. And that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you the truth. You don't want to hear it because you're just an awkward narcissist, blah, 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 blah person who wants to try and tell everybody else they're wrong and you're right. Well, unfortunately, because you're a narcissist, more often than not, it's you that is wrong because you only see things from your point of view. You don't have the wherewithal in you to see the bigger picture. You talk about the bigger picture. You talk about all of these things, but they're from that little point of view that you have. And that's the difference between me and you. You want me to be something that you are. Do I want to be something that they are? No. Can they make me something that they are? No. Why do they keep trying? Because they're narcissistic, evil, blah, 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 blah. When you get to the point, listen, I'm talking to the truth. When you get to the point that you can say it's 10 p.m. and it's dark here, you're no longer that narcissist. You're no longer that person that thinks I'm always right and they're always wrong. You're no longer that bully because you suddenly see things from a different point of view. The world doesn't evolve around you. The world evolves around love. The world evolves around truth, if allowed, and it will be allowed. And you won't be welcome in it because you can't see the bigger picture. You only see what's good for you. When you get to the point in life, your life, you sad git, when you get to that point, when you look at yourself and say, what can I do for somebody else today? How can I make somebody better off today? When you get to that point, come and speak to me. Come and speak to me when you get to that point. I listen. Trust me, I listen. That's why I know. You see, I keep telling you, I'm the mirror. I'm the mirror. I will know. I take out of you the reflection that I see. I take it out of you. And you don't like that. You fear that and you hate me for it. Tough. Because in the end, because I do this, because I sacrifice myself to make you better, you become a better person. You turn around and go, you know what? He's right. At 10 p.m, it is dark here. Why didn't I see that? How did I not see that he was saying at 10 p.m, it's dark here? Because from my point of view, you're saying from my point of view, it is 10 p.m. and it is dark here, which means from his point of view, when he was telling me his truth, it was 10 p.m. and it was dark here, and now I can see you. From my point of view, it's 10 p.m. and it's dark here. Because I take that out of you. That, no, it's not. It's 7 p.m. and it's light. I take that from you. You don't like it. You argue against it. You fight against it. And you call me all the names under the sun. And you think I'm a horrible person. When in fact, I'm doing you a favor. I'm doing you a favor. I'm telling you, see the bigger picture. See it through your own eyes. Not through my eyes. Not through mine. Through yours. Realize at 10 p.m., it's dark where you are. That's it. At 10 p.m., it's dark where I am. That's it. Stop the bullshit that you always want to be right, that everybody else is wrong, that you want to be the bully, that you want to be the best, that you're God's gift, blah, blah. Even that, God's gift. What's that? God's gift. How did that come about? God's gift. Well, the present is a gift. That's why it's called a present. So if we live in the now, the truth of now, which is 10 p.m. and it's dark here, we live in that gift. Living in the present, we may get somewhere. Yes, there are watchers. Oh, thank God we got independence from England. All of us fucked up as they are. Yeah, we are fucked up, but that'll change. Trump for Pope. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't think he'd run it the same way as... even that. Why is the Vatican in Italy? Like, that should be a concern for everybody around the world. Like, where did Jesus die? Where did Jesus come from? Where did all this take place? Where is what's supposed to be God's children? Where is all of this supposed to be? And the Vatican ends up with the Pope. Italy ends up with the Pope. The same people that killed Jesus. What? Wait, what? Jews, he was killed by Romans for the Jews, these religious people that said Jesus was a bad person and had these churches and flipped the tables over and everything else. Hang on. Surely, these religious people that actually got Jesus killed but say that they're religious because they say they're religious, they don't want nothing to do with where all this stuff is. They don't want the head of the church. They didn't have the head of the church. Us Christians, he's head of the Roman Catholics. What? Not even Christian. Not even Christian. It's like, how are you not fitting all this bullshit together? It's pathetic. You've got the head of religion in a country where the religion didn't even start, or wasn't supposed to have started, or didn't even want to take place, apart from Longinus, whatever his name is, who was also, bit up a bit. It's like, where it's supposed to have started, it was taken from there, from the people that killed him, and now they're all for him. The same people that crucified him on the cross took religion out of the country that it was supposed to be in, put it in another place, called it something totally different, and are in charge of it. That sounds like, I don't know, that sounds like hiding the truth to me. We'll just tell them anything. Listen, let's put all this stuff here. Let's not tell them what really happened. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Pathetic stuff. Roman Catholics, not Christians, have power over Roman Catholics, Christians, blah, 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 all the religions to do with Christianity-ish, Protestants and whatever. And they have all this information hidden away. Not only is it hidden away in a country, it's hidden away in its own sovereignty. No one can get access. This religious person that is supposed to be for the good of everybody, for the love of everybody, for the closeness of Christ and God and everything, it's hiding all this information behind police and security and everything else. This free religion for the world of Christians and Catholics and blah, blah, blah. What? And these people want me to feel sorry that he's passed on. I'm not going to feel, I feel sorry that he's passed on, but I'm not going to feel sorry for the fact that a religious leader who's feeding a whole load of bullshit to everybody has stopped feeding that bullshit to everybody. Okay, they're going to try and get somebody else, but I don't know. Maybe that won't happen. Or maybe Trump will do it. I don't know. But stop it. You're just blind. Or you just choose to go along with them for your own benefits. But I don't choose to go along with it. I think it's bullshit. And it'll stop. No more bullshit. No more. I'm sick to death of the bullshit. Remember how many times I've said it to you? The chase, the thrill of the chase, is just like life. Nothing is as it seems. Which is another way of saying it's bullshit. It's bullshit. So these people keep coming up with this bullshit in the hope that the real person, God's chosen, that interview that was had and given, and somebody succeeded in getting the application and the job, that chosen person, that job interview, is sorted. And that person now has to clean up the mess that was made for thousands of years. Just telling you the truth. And that person doing that job is going to need mettle and resolve. He's going to have to shift, drift, and adjust. He's going to have to move with confidence. He's going to have to do all of those things because he was trained to do all of those things. That's how he's going to do this job. Well, there was supposed to be someone, a bit like, I don't know, Eric Sloan maybe, in Forest, like, you know, pass it on, give mentoring, blah, 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 all that stuff. I'm going to protect the finder, you know, that sort of stuff. So the job interview was applied for and given. You don't know it yet. But someone's been working in that job for the last few years. I go so far as to say somebody has worked diligently with mettle and resolve, a lot of deep thinking using logic, to implement certain strategies in order to stop the things that are being done with the help and guidance of the Most High God, of the spirits, the ancestors, passed over loved ones, friends, family, whatever you want to believe. I'll go so far as to say that. You can believe what you want. But I know if you just look around you at what's going on, you'll see, you'll see that everything that I've said is true. Everything that I said will happen has happened. Which means everything that I've just said will happen. Now you need to be careful because I might say stupid things. Really stupid things. I'm not saying really stupid things. I'm just saying I might say really stupid things. But those stupid things might be, I'm not saying it, dragons will come to your house and burn it to the ground. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if you want proof about how things can get, how bad things can get, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Because it makes me laugh. It really does. You have no idea about the power that you're dealing with. I'm not talking to you people in chat, although there might be people, you know, who will get this will go, oh, son of a bitch. They have no idea of the power that there is. Like they've read it. Well, some of them have got different texts, so they know. They do know. They know. They know. They've got different text. But if you just read the Bible, you would only have that information from the Bible. But this different text, they know. They know how powerful, like, real power is, and they need to be aware of that, and they just don't want to. So, and that's up to them. I can't help that. Absolutely, I'm missing half of this stuff. Romulus Romulus and Remus, weren't it? Isn't it supposed to be Romulus and Remus? The wolf doodah doodah. 7 days. Built it in 7 days. How good's that, eh? Built Rome in 7 days. Like, it took God 7 days to create the whole universe and everything. And it took them 7 days just to build a city on the 7 hills. Cynthia Ann Parker was Connor Parker's mother. Ah, I know him. Connor Parker was Moses on the Mesa. And weren't they umbilically connected? Connect to the source for unlimited knowledge. And it's important to know what's worth knowing and what isn't worth knowing, which is something that I wrote in there. But there is a D. Moses' mother gave him his umbilical cord and kept it wrapped around his thumb the rest of his life. I love that, Bill. It takes a leap of faith. Remus was able. Yes, he was very able. It's not who you know. No, it's not who you are. It's who you can make them think you are, which is what I've been saying in this. We have all of these gods that do exactly the same things, but go under different names. And this was supposed to start with chaos. Like chaos was the original god, or Saturn, the sun, Ra was the original god, or whatever it is. Whatever bullshit there is, it doesn't matter. It all started with one supreme being. The names don't matter because it only matters who you can make them think you are. It only matters who you can make them think you are. And that's how the chase is, and that's how the world is. Nothing is as it seems because it's all BS. Has to be BS because we have Anunnaki, we have Sumerians, we have the Mayans, we have the Nephilim, we have the dinosaurs, we have all of these things in our past that are proven but not explained. Like there they are, they exist, but they don't correspond with everything else we've been told. So somewhere, someone is lying. Now, is Jesus Horus? I don't know. Is Jesus, whatever else, whoever else was in, another time, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. What matters is somebody wrote a Bible, put all these pieces together. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, next door neighbor, follow-up, whatever. Put all of these bits of work together and then never signed it. Never said, look, I collected all this piece of work, all these works. I've got them all together and I'm going to call it the Bible. And my name is Joe Blogs. Come on. Like each passage in the Bible has a name. But the person who got it all together doesn't have a name. What do you mean? Somebody put the Bible together, all of these bits of information, put it all together, but they forgot to put their name on it and said, look, I did this. And here's my source, the entity, whatever. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, a source, a consciousness, a one God, whatever it is irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant. Call that one supernatural being whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. But live your life according to being a good soul. You're here to learn. Learn. Good, bad, learn. But learn in your own time with your own issues. Don't inflict those on anyone else. Unless they are of the same mind as you and they want to learn as well. God is not all good. He can't be. He made us in his own image. It can't be all good. And it has to be balanced. So he has to be the most powerful light and the most powerful dark. And when he has vengeance, you'll fucking know. You'll know. So God is dark and God is light. And you better fucking well behave like that as well. Otherwise, you ain't going to get very far in this world. Because those people are all good. Guess what? They get screwed over by those people that are all dark. So when you get to the point where you can balance, remember this grey line that I walked down, balance your mind, which is feminine or soul, whatever it is. Feminine, masculine, balance that. Nurturing, caring, wisdom, warlike, whatever it is, however that works, I don't care. Balance that. Balance your light and dark, the good and the bad that you do. Balance it all. Your chakras, whatever you want to call that bullshit, get them balanced, get them aligned, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You just have to be a fucking good person. That's it. Not a saint. Not a saint. You just have to be balanced from your dark and your light. Understand where they're coming from, why they're there. Not living a life all one or all the other. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. The rest is just bullshit. Put on you so you can be feeling a certain way so they can prey on you. It's like somebody shooting you in the leg so you can't run away. And then they can catch you and do whatever they want. And then just leave you there and carry on for the next person. But you need to be still left there because they want to feed off you again. And again. And again. And again. As long as you can't stand up. Look at me. I'm standing up now. As long as you can't stand up, they're good. When you can stand up, when you stand up, so get your fucking feet off my head. When you can stand up, look them in the eye and say, you have no flipping power over me. None. Not in the slightest. And I have all the power there is. All of it. Every single bit of light, every single bit of energy, not just the sun. Every single bit. You don't know how much that is. Let me try and explain. Every reality, every plane of existence, every quantum, every fucking black hole, whatever it is. You know how much power there is. You know where it's all focused. But what you do know is you can't stop it. You can't stop it. And if it wanted to, this would all be over. Because that power exists. It has to exist because it does exist. Does it exist? Are we not existing? Does the power exist? Of course it does. Now, if that single consciousness, that one God, that one source was in charge of it all, how much power is that? Like in your terms, how much power do you reckon it could be? If you wanted to count how many atom bombs and nuclear bombs and blah, 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 how many of those do you think would have to go off to explain how powerful that is? Bearing in mind, 185,000 angels has the power of 185,000 men is equivalent to one angel. That is some scary, scary power. So this God of ours that you don't want to believe in, you fucking better. This God of ours, this one source, this one consciousness, is able Listen, it exists. You know it exists. To control all of it. Not only to control all of it, to be in all of those places at the very same time, both in the past, both in the present, and both in the future. Control all of it. Make it be there in your head, listening, looking through your eyes, seeing what you see, hearing what you hear, all of that. Listen, just can't make it any simpler. Imagine my brain, your brain, any brain, was everything. The one consciousness, just in this head, your head, thought. That's where thought is. One thought. Imagine everything that we know exists, the one consciousness, is all in your head. Everything is all in your head. One consciousness, one mind, thinking everything, seeing everything, doing everything. One consciousness controls you and me. You over there, me here, controls us both at the same time because we're in that mind, that consciousness. Why can't you know everything? There's 8 billion people in there. There's animals in there. There's sea creatures in there. There's aliens in there. There's this galaxy, every galaxy, the reality, quantum universes, planes of existence, all in that one mind, that one consciousness. That's what this is. One consciousness. Imagine one person, me, you, anyone, one person being able to think all of this. And you're a neuron, electron, whatever it is, wherever they're called, pathways, blah, blah, blah. Each one is you and someone else 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 and someone else. Going about their merry way in this one consciousness. What if we're all supposed to think together? This brain, the one consciousness. What if we're all supposed to think together and talk to each other in this one head and have little chats? Oh, some people do. They're called spirits and blah, 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 blah. Some people are telepathic. They talk to each other. Some people have telekinesis. Some people have whatever. Remote viewing. Some people have... Maybe they're just seeing it through one set of eyes. Or hearing it through one set of ears. Or thinking it in one brain. I'm not an expert at nothing. But I ain't stupid. And I don't care what the real answer is. I care about the truth. The truth is, the majority of the things that people have told me in this reality, whether it's a chase or whether it's real life, is bullshit. It's bullshit. So I have to think for myself. Like, what could possibly be true? Remember, what if? Got to think what if. Remember, imagine, because imagination is more important than knowledge. Remember, it's important to know what is worth knowing and what is not. These bits of information from Major Forrest Burke Fenn are very important things to know. Because if you can't think what if, you would never imagine the one consciousness in one head that we could be existing in with that thought, your thought separate to my thought. And Forrest said nobody can think my thoughts, which means you can't have an answer of thought because it's somebody else's thought, unless you are the originator, the source of the thought, the one consciousness or the one supernatural being that is in charge of everything. Now, I think that's simple to understand, and a lot easier to understand than lots of different books about religion. Now, the closest to all of those things that I've been talking about, guess what's the closest? Spirituality. That's the closest. Now, I don't know enough about spirituality to know whether it's right or wrong, but it's a whole lot better than religion. And it doesn't have the Masons and everything else connected to it. Although it might if I dig deeper. Like this tarot, it's enough to drive you nuts. Ooh, there's no such thing as gender in the tarot. Why not? Of course there is. Of course there is. Well, it's just a masculine energy and a feminine energy. Is it? Are you sure? Are you sure? I bet if I really wanted to, I could make it so as you could tell whether it's male or female. And you could tell whether it was a male person with a feminine energy. And you could tell whether it was a female person with a masculine energy. Don't you think that too? Anyway, I think I'll leave that there. I know what I'm saying and who I'm talking to. That's all that matters. Ever had such a foul-smelling fart you wish there was someone to... No, just wish I never done it. Dutch oven your dog, Bill. Anyone been following the Camelo, Anthony and Austin Metcalf? Be prepared for racial riots because they are coming. Uh-oh. More fear. Mothers connected to their children through source consciousness. Yes. We're all connected. Like when we're born, we have all these abilities when we're born, and then they're taught out of us. Like these kids that see friends, they see what they're supposed to see. What we can see, if it's not forced out of us, if we're not separated from it. These people with those conditions, they probably haven't got conditions. They probably just hear the spirits, but don't realize that they're talking to spirits. They're talking to past over loved ones. They're talking to ancestors. They're talking to lots of different people. Because some people have that ability. Some people hear, some people see, some people have intuition, blah, blah, blah. We all have gifts. We're all born with gifts. We just don't understand them because it's taught out of us. Going forward, it'll be taught into us. Like we'll be learning those things instead of Pythagoras theorem. We'll learn how to wire a plug up. We'll learn, how to find water, how to do these things, like how to live, not how to be sidetracked from nature, how to live with nature, how to evolve with nature, how to be prosperous, how to live a beautiful life. That's what we're supposed to be doing, not this bullshit that they teach us. It's rubbish. It's just a diversionary tactic or whatever it is they want to call it. I don't know what they call it. I don't care. Now, to answer that question, no, but there are lots of cases going on at the moment, so be prepared for all sorts of stuff. But and that's the thing that I said. I already apologise for it. People are going to hear stuff that they won't like. But the thing is, it's not about race. It's not about anything. We're all human beings. The fact that people want to make it about race is pathetic. This Black Lives Matter was the worst thing ever. I don't care if you get upset. It's not about black lives. It's not about yellow lives. It's not about pink lives. It's not about white lives. It's not about yellow lives. It's about all lives. They all matter. And to get behind one race of people, pathetic, disgusting, discriminating, horrendous. No, you should not get behind anybody that says these people's lives are more important than these people's lives, and these people's lives matter, and these people's lives don't. And we're victimized, and we're this, and we're that. But it's okay when you're let off the hook because you're that color. It's okay. I'm going to say it, and I don't care. It's okay that you can call another person nigger, but I can't call another person nigger. Why can't I? Why can't I? Because it's insulting them. Get fucked. If it's insulting them, Why do you call them nigger? If it's an insult, why do you call them nigger? Because I'm a nigger as well. What? Well, I'm black. I can call them nigger. No. If it's an insult, why are you calling them nigger? So if it's not an insult, anybody can call them nigger. And if it's an insult, nobody calls them nigger. That's how the world should be. None of this bullshit. You want to go around calling your friend nigger because he's your blood brother, or he's your brother, or he's your mate, or he's whatever, then anybody who wants to be your mate can call you a nigger. Because it's a term of endearment. It's a term of closeness. It's a term of bonding. If you don't want it to be the case, then don't use it. Don't use it. Now, I don't use that term because I do think it's an insult. I don't think anybody should be calling anybody that term. But just out of pure obstinacy, I'll call someone that to their face if I hear them calling somebody else it. Because you have no right to determine that it's okay for you to do something and not okay for somebody else to do something. It's okay for that to mean something good when you say it and not okay for somebody to mean it good. You see, in the real world, truth is truth. And what you're saying is a lie. It can't be a nigger 1 minute because you're his buddy, his blood brother, his friend. It can't mean something different because you say it than it does for someone else says it. Unless it's the same as somebody saying you honky or you wop or whatever it is because they're just fucking narcissistic bullies. That's different. See how it works? Like there has to be an intent behind the word before you're going to get offended by it. Now I get offended when people call me duck because I'm not a duck. I'm not a duck. I don't like it. Do I kick off? Do I get upset? Do I go shouting and screaming? No. It's a term of affection. It's a term of endearment. I don't like it. Please don't call me it. But if you call me it, out of affection, that's a lot different than if you call me it to try and wind me up. Because if you call it to try and wind me up, it won't last long. That's what I'm going to say. It won't last long. Because there's a difference between how that word is put across. I am not a duck. Not a duck. But if you want to call me hen, pigeon, chick, whatever other birds there are, if you want to call me that because it's affectionate, fine. Fine. But it's no different than using that term. But what is different is you're trying to be something better than someone else and getting offended by a whole load of bullshit that is not right. I'm not for this woke stuff. It's bullshit. It's BS. We're all human beings. We should all get along. There should be no insults. And there should be no, well, I can call him this, but you can't. Unless, you're partners. I don't get this world. And that's why I am where I am. Because it doesn't make any sense. It's just bullshit. And it's set up to fail. It's set up that God's creation fails. That's how it's set up. It's set up that we fight each other every day. It's set up that we're in survivor mode every day. It's set up so we fail every day so they can prey on us. Now, I've let them do what they want to do because they're hurting themselves. Once it gets to the point that they're not hurting themselves, how do I work this out? That they're not hurting themselves, but they're still hurting other people. Then divine timing comes in. confirmation. At the moment, you're hurting yourselves. And you'll continue to do so because you're playing the old game. As we move forward, less and less people are getting hurt by the things that you do. At some point, no one. Nothing is going to be hurt by the things that you do. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. It's going to be hurt by the things that you do. It could happen in different ways. You stop, or you're stopped. Listen. The power of the one consciousness, the source, the one true God, is way more than you have seen at the moment. Going forward, you will see more and more evidence, miracles, proof that one consciousness, that one source, that one true God exists, and that power is real. Listen, please listen. It will have to be major events, because there are people who are not listening. Now, this power is not going to be used for one person to listen. Listen to me, please. Not going to be used for one person to listen. It will be used for thousands of people to listen. Millions of people to listen. Billions of people to listen. You see, when that power is shown, when it's shown to be the miracle that it is, people will have to take note. And they will stop doing what they're doing out of fear. Now, it's not meant to be done out of fear, to cause fear. It's just meant because people are not listening. They're not listening. Asking people to stop doing stuff, they're not listening. Asking people to stop doing stuff, they're not listening. Asking people to stop doing stuff, they're not listening. So at some point, like a slap around the face. At some point, you have to go, oi, are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? And that's going to be the case. Has to be the case. So at the moment, people are falling by the wayside, being sent to prison. Take a look around. You'll see it happening. These religious people, these celebrities, politicians, whatever. Have a look around, see what's happening. At some point, it's going to get worse than that. And they're going to be people that you know, like the whole world knows. It's going to get worse and worse and worse until the point is, because these people haven't listened, there's going to be a major event, miracle, whatever it is you want to call it, that says, wow, how did that happen? God, that's impossible. And once you start having to think those things, you may listen, and that's definitely too late. Like, there is nothing, I've tried already, I've already tried to help you, but there is nothing that I can do at that point when miracles have to happen. In your own Bible, in your own books, miracles happened because people didn't listen. Miracles happened because people did listen as well. So, good miracles as well as bad miracles. But those things have to happen. It doesn't have to be a bad thing that happens to be a miracle. But people are going to have to look at it and go, whoa, how did that happen? Then it's too late. Because that's the point, that you're only behaving out of fear, not out of belief. And there's a big difference. Like, you can fear being hit and you behave because you're going to get hit. Or you can just not want to get hit. Now, everything that I've said is to make you just not want to get hit. That's it. Because you've made us believe that God is a bad God. He's an evil God and he will beat people up and do all sorts of weird and wonderful things because that's what you want us to believe. When in fact, that's not true. He's a loving God who wants only the best for us. He doesn't even want us to go to hell. Hell is not for human beings. Hell is for the fallen angels. God is not going to put you in hell. Bullshit. He is not, listen, he isn't, if you're a human being, he is not putting you in hell. That's not what hell is for. If you want to go to hell, fine, go to hell. He's not going to stop you. But he's not saying he's going to put you in hell if you're a bad person. That's not who God is. Hell is for other beings other than human beings. But there is a consequence of doing bad things. Like any parent, there is a consequence of doing bad things, but it's not hell. I don't believe, this is just my thoughts, you don't have to believe it, I don't give a shit. God did not create hell for humans. That's not what hell's for. So, if you're a bad person, why are you worried about hell? Worry about karma. Worry about paying off the debt that you owe. Worry about that. Worry about having a bad life. Worry about that. But don't worry about going to hell. That's been made up by these special people, these rich people, these elites, these bad elites. There are good elites. There are good, rich people. Money is not evil. Money isn't evil. Money can't do jack shit. Money will just sit on the table where you put it. Never leave, never move, never do a single thing. It's the person that owns the money that's evil. Stop believing the bullshit. Money is the root of all evil. What? No, it's not. Man is the root of all evil. Close. Moneyman. So there's been a load of bullshit that's been fed into us to make us believe a certain thing, which is not true. They told us how to play the old game. Their game, the game they invented. Now we're playing a new game, our game. And in that game, money's not evil. Money is good. Money helps you live comfortably. I don't see anything wrong with money. Old money or new money. I don't see anything wrong with it. I see something wrong with the way people use it. That's not money's fault. Money will just sit there and do nothing if you let it. And that goes for a lot of things that these people have tried to instill into us to make us believe a certain way of life has to be because they want to stay in a certain way of life. So I think I'll leave it there. Pirate, hello. How are you? How are you doing, Pirate? I didn't even know you were here. It's a Spanish word. What is it? Oh, Nigerian. Oh, no. Well, there's stuff in Nigeria, but Ethiopia is more important. He's a limey. I don't know. Is that an insult? So you're a House fan. House. Bingo. Well, if they want to be called blacks, then in Mexico they are called Negroes. Like I say, it's all bull. It's just a way of creating chaos, argument, chaos, embroidery, whatever. It's just a way of creating an argument creating an environment where you're always in fear. Whether you say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, behave the wrong. That's not how we should be. We shouldn't be living like that. It's not about fear. It's about love. Oh, I've just read your conversation. No, this is just. I'm just trying to look at the facts of everything that I've found out and try to put it to myself in a way that I understand and tell people in a way that I understand. And nobody has to believe a single word of it, but to me it makes sense. Like, it's more than simple. The information we have is lies. So what could the truth possibly be? And again, I'll go back to saying, if Major Forrest Burke-Fenn had not put all that information out there, starting with the what if, the bigger picture, blah, 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 if he didn't do all of those things, imagination, worth knowing, what's more important, whatever. If he didn't go for all of those, I don't know what they're called. I think it ends in a G's, whatever. But if you didn't go for all of those words that Forrest wrote, there's a name for it, but I can't think of what it is now. If you didn't put all that in your head and start thinking what if and all that, you would still believe the absolute bull that comes out. And it has to stop, especially with this fake media stuff. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, you're putting stuff out which is obviously a lie, which is obviously verifiable and traceable and whatever other a bull word there is. And it's because they know that people won't take the time to check it. They'll just believe it. I have people coming up to me and saying, oh, Trump's done this and Trump's done this and Elon Musk has done this and such and such. And it's like, no, they haven't. Like they were saying about Elon Musk leaving Doge or leaving Trump or whatever. And I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. His company is being attacked by idiots who are trying to ruin God's plan, as it were, the goodness of man. And he wants to take time out to look at his company and the people that work in that company. Like if I was working for a company and it was getting, the cars were exploding and blah, 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 I would want the person who owns the company to come down and say to me, listen, all's well. The police are involved, this, that, and the other. We're going to make sure that you're safe. I would want that person not to be working somewhere else, but to be coming down to me and saying, look, everything's okay. It's all good. It's all under control. I don't want him off somewhere else worrying about other people. I want him worrying about me. And I don't give a shit if he's got 16 companies. If the place where I'm working is under attack by some stupid idiots that know better, that are paid to do stupid things for no reason, that can't see right from wrong, then I want the person who owns the company to come down and tell me that I'm okay, that he's going to look after me because it's his company and he's responsible for my duty of care, his duty of care, whatever it is. And they talk a whole load of crap. Oh, the stock market's crashed because of Trump. No, it hasn't. It's crashed because of these, whatever it is. Because these Democrat people who can't take losing, who don't want to be poor, which is what's going to happen to them. And the more they try and fight it, the stronger they make the opposition. I mean, that's just the truth. The more they fight, what is it? What's that? That toy where you put in your hand and that's it. That's them. That's exactly them. Fighting like crazy for some, like they should never put their fingers in there anyway. It's got nothing to do with them. And now they're fighting like crazy to get the fingers out. Well, you put your fingers in there in the first place. Stop antagonizing yourself and stop pissing other people off and stop getting other people involved in the idiocy that you do. Get yourself out. Don't come to me saying, can you take me out of this, please? I've got my finger stuck. Well, why'd you put me in there in the first place? You had no right to do it. It's got nothing to do with you. You're just a whole load of shit. Why are you doing that? And that's what they're doing. They're sticking their fingers in those toys. They can't get them out, and then they want people to help them and blaming Trump did it. What, he made you put your fingers in there, did he? Elon did it. What, he forced you to put your fingers in there? No, you did it. And now because you've done it, you're trying to blame everyone else but yourself. Crazy. Yes, England has been conquered by William. BBC going to shut him down. He might say something again. There was a man and a woman who got arrested for saying something on WhatsApp. 6 police went round, arrested them in front of the kids and everything. It's like, are you crazy? And then they wouldn't tell anyone what it was they said. It's like, so they've obviously said something that's true, that's triggered someone, like these Democrats. We have Liberals and Labour and that over here, but it's triggered someone because they've said the truth and no one's going to know the truth. So they get upset and they try to close you down. Because they don't fear you. But when they fear you, or when they know better, they behave differently. So they need to behave differently, including in my country. They need to behave differently. And that's not me. Like, I could, if they take me out of here and put me in there, not that they should, but if they do, I'll sit there and I'll just say, Dad, Mom, can you sort them out and get me out? And then I'll be out. And they won't be too happy with what happens to them. In fact, they might not even get there. Like, some people, sent hitmen, assassins, whatever, and had an accident in the car, which is what I said would happen. People had, good cop, bad cop fighting. Somebody got stabbed, blah, blah, blah. All these things happened. I said they would happen and they happened. And it's like, there is a supernatural power that is stronger than anything that is claiming creation back. That's it. And there are some insignificant beings that think they can stop that. And they can't. They just can't. Like, I'm just telling them the truth. They can't stop it. Even if they wanted to, they couldn't stop it. And I don't hate these people because I know if I was a different life, not a different life, same life, but involved with these people, I'd probably be doing the same thing because I have it in me to be good and bad. I have it in me to be good and bad. And I may have been tempted. And God doesn't just choose good people. He has a history of it. So if you think I'm a saint, think again. If you think I won't get my hands dirty, think again. If you think I'm stupid, think again. If you think I won't do everything in my power to stop what's going on, think again. It's that simple. I've been through 5 years now of trying to tell people how they're going to get their asses kicked. And nobody wants to listen. I've explained every single word they needed. Nobody listened. I've explained that it's possible to see what's going to happen in the future, and nobody listened. I've explained that things are written, and they will play out the way they're written, and nobody listened. And I'm at the point now where I've got to say that if God has to create miracles in order for people to listen, then he will. And I started all this off by saying God, at some point in time, whether you believe it or not, source, creation, whatever, consciousness, whatever you want to believe, decided he would end everything and just give us Noah, the boat, the flood, that all the religions talk about. This powerful being decided, look, enough's enough, I've had enough. Not counting all the other things that he did. This thing that he did. And I started these videos off by saying, I don't want that to happen. Even if it's me, or my family, or somebody else's family, I don't want a select group of people to be alive and everyone else dead. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I don't want anyone hurt. I don't want that to happen. Like, there's lots of things that I don't want to happen. But when you think, well, what if? It's impossible. It's impossible that no one's going to get hurt. Impossible. because these people who aren't listening are still hurting people. So therefore, do I let innocent people get hurt? Whoever it is, whoever's in charge. Do I let innocent people get hurt, or do I let bad people get hurt? Love innocent people, love the bad people. Remember, I'm a bad person as well. What do I do? What do I do? Am I a bad person going to say bad person? I'm a bad person going to say good person? I'm a good person going to say good person? What sort of person am I? That I can just sit by and watch it and let it happen? No, I'm definitely a good person because I don't want to see any of them get hurt. But I'd rather it not be the good people. So now, whilst I can love every one of them, just like mum and dad loves their children, even when they do bad things and get sent to prison, they still love them. Just like I can love those people, even though they do the bad things, I have to say, no, you have to stop doing those bad things because we need to separate these good people from these bad people. Not so long ago, I said, I'll give them up. Like, whatever karma they deserve, whatever should happen to them, should happen to them. I can't love them, which means I protect them with love, the umbrella that you were feeding off. Like, I can't love these people anymore. So whatever it is that you're going to do, do it. Because these people aren't listening. They're still hurting the good people. I can protect them for so long, but then I have to have a choice. All of us have a choice. Do we protect these bad people, or do we protect the good people from the bad people? So for me, we protect the good people from the bad people, which means no more umbrella, no more protection. That's how it works. Now, the good people, they're already protected because they're good people. And I don't mean good saints. I don't mean that. They have bad in them. They're just not doing bad things. Really bad things. I have bad in me, but I'm not doing bad things. So you get to the point where you know you're good and bad. You understand that. You don't want to do all the bad things, but you do want to do bad things because it's part of learning. It's part of your soul's reason for being here. But you want to do bad things with another person to learn, not because it's bad, but because you love each other. No, I'm not saying that I know everything. I'm not. But I am saying God, source, consciousness, whatever it is, has to be good and bad. Has to be. Otherwise it'll all collapse. Yin and yang. Has to exist. It has to exist. So we have to find a way for it to exist without saying, oh, that's a sin, that's a sin, that's a sin, that's a sin, that's a sin. You can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. How are you going to fucking learn? How are you going to learn if you can't do anything? How are you going to learn? How are you going to learn? Take them off. Take them off. Live. But live for you. Don't live for other people. Don't use other people. Just live. Learn. Understand. Explain to your soul what being it soul is being a human being. Get in touch with you. Get in touch with God. Source. Consciousness. Whatever it is you want to fucking say it is. I don't care. But what I know it's not this matrix. It's not rich get richer, poor get poorer. It's not. But if that's the world you want, that's the world you will have. And you will be the poor getting poorer, and the other people will be the rich getting richer, because that's the world you wanted. You wanted a world full of violence. That's the world you can have. Do you see how it works? Now, I'm trying to tell you the truth. I'm explaining to you how going forward, the most powerful being, God, source, consciousness, whatever you want to call nature, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. It exists. You know it exists. It's kicking your ass. As we speak, you are losing money. You're losing your house. You're losing your cars. You're losing your children. You're losing your family. You're losing these things. And you're going, what? Why is it happening to me? What's happening? You've been told. So I'll leave it there. Stop it. Stop hurting yourself. You're not hurting me. You're not hurting the 144,000. All of these things that you're planning to do won't work. And we know all about them. We know about your telepathy. We know about your clones. We know about the AI. We know about the trying to go back in the past. We know that all of those things that you're trying to do, the weather, whatever, however, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's all known. It's all known. There is nothing that isn't known that you've been trying to do. 5 years of knowing who's who in the zoo. You all had to speak to each other. That's how we get to know. Like, people stay distant, don't get in touch, don't get involved, don't do anything. But at some point, when, the stuff hits the fan, you start talking. You start talking and you realise, hang on a minute, what's going on? And when it touches someone that you know, and they tell someone, and they tell someone, and they tell someone, then the whole, remember the web that I was talking about? All gets connected, all the way up and all the way down. And then God goes, so no umbrella. Now we can see everything that's going on. See everybody, all the little people, all the big people, all interacting. These are the things that you did. These are the things you're trying to hide, even still trying to hide now. Trying to get this lady on YouTube to do, tarot and stuff and give out false information and find information and whatever. It's like 18-year-old girl, whatever, don't matter. All of those things that you're doing, they're all known. They're all known. So stop it. The only person that can stop you having a bad life going forward is you. I don't mean you're not going to get karma. You're going to get karma. How much karma you get is up to you. How many lifetimes you go through being the poor get poorer, looking at the rich getting richer, and more content and happiness and joy, they're the part, remember. And you're the indulgence. That's all on you. And I would say the absolute majority of you had a chance to turn it around. Confirmation. Absolutely had a chance to turn it around. Was given plenty of warning to stop doing what you're doing. You shouldn't have even started doing what you were doing. In November 16, 2019. So from then, November 16, 2019, from then till now, you had enough information that you shouldn't have carried on doing what you're doing. So those in the know, November 16, 2019. Those in the know. I think that's what it is. So November 16, 2019, from then onwards, there was a road more travelled as opposed to the road less travelled. And you thought, going forward, that the road would be easier for you. And to some extent it was. But that first link in the chain, the web, whatever it is, however you want to call it, all the way up to 2021, when you got another link and another link and another link. 2021. When you got all those links and you had information that said, well, you should be doing this, and later on I'll talk to the lawyer, who you are, the things that you should have done, the things that you should have said, you know exactly how this should have played out. For the chase I'm talking about now. You know exactly how this should have played out. And this bullshit about just let me be clear, fun and answers, blah, 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 whatever. You had the information. You should have followed a certain path, less travelled. You should have followed that path. You should have done those things, and you didn't. Then you had a chance to get back onto that path, and you didn't. Then you had a chance to get back on that path, and you didn't. Then, so we've gone 21, 22, 23. 24, you had a chance to get back on the path, and you didn't. 25, not many months ago, you had a chance to do the right thing, and you didn't. I'm not judging it. I don't care. I don't hate you. I don't care. Am I in a rush? No. Divine timing. It will happen when it happens. And it will happen. And remember, the banquet table, you'll all be able to watch. You won't be invited, but you'll be able to watch. That's how God works. Remember? In your own Bible, He's going to lay a feast, blah, blah, get your enemies to watch. Like, it's already written. I don't see how you can't see it. The one thing that you hate the most, someone's going to succeed ahead of you. They're going to have what it is that you're trying to take, even though it didn't belong to you. They're going to have that, and you're going to have to watch that be given. Title, banquet. You're going to have to watch it. But you're not going to watch it you're going to watch it from down there. You're not going to watch it level. I've already said there's going to be somebody that's allowed to, because mum and dad say, yeah, it's part of their lesson. Whether they learn it or not is another matter, but it's part of their lesson. So yeah, let them in, let them do it. They'll learn later on. So, there'll be people that are still in my energy that don't deserve to be in my energy. Not my energy, the collective, one consciousness, one brain, remember, everything going on in one thing. They'll still be part of that until they're not. Like, out. Like his hair's growing out, remember? Is that what Forrest said? Trump and Elon done an awesome job, in my opinion. Yeah, that's great. I need to clean my car out. Okay, well, we need to clean our heads out. The truly rich have the love of God. Ah, that's nicely said, yes. Truly rich have a love of God. Connect to the source. Nirvana, the dark source. Deep state is behind mind control and pedophilia in the third dimension. They want to rule the world. So not just in the third dimension, Tigger. So they do it in the spiritual realm as well. So it goes on in the spiritual war that you have, blah, blah, blah. I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert. But the spiritual world, stuff's going on there. And then it trickles from there to here. It takes a bit of a while because it's quicker up there than it is down here, whatever bullshit there is. So they've tried to do it there. Prostitution and all that stuff. Everything. Make it happen there. Make it happen here. So yeah, and that's being stopped. Stopped there, and it's going to be stopped here. So, and that's how you know that you're going to lose, because you've already lost. In the spiritual world, you've already lost, and then you're just going to lose in the 3D. They will not. The script is not written in their favor. No, it's not written in their favor. Cannot be allowed to happen. The dark side or the light. You must choose. So, no, I don't think you do have to choose. I think what you have to do is be a balanced individual with whatever dark, whatever light there is, understand what darkness there is in you, understand what light there is in you, and then do good things. There's going to be dark in everyone. There's going to be dark in everyone. There will be a time when someone will push your button and you will do something dark. Some people call it something of passion, crime of passion, whatever. Lots of different terms. But that darkness in you will exist. You can't escape that. So you have to understand it. You have to understand that it's there. You have to realize why it's there. You have to accept that's part of you. Otherwise, when it does happen, that's why people get triggered. They have a darkness in them that they don't understand. People say something, and it's like, wow, they will jump up and down. But what? What's that for? And it's because the shadow in you, remember the shadow knows, the shadow in you is still there and you haven't accepted it. So you have to accept that shadow. You have to accept that dark. We are 50-50 or whatever it is, whatever the bloody thing is, I don't care. But we are dark and we are light because God is dark and light. It has to be, otherwise there would be no vengeance. There would be no bad stuff happening. If God wasn't dark, no bad stuff would happen because you'd be like, oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, carry on. It's okay, my bad. You know what I mean? And God is not like that. He's not like that. So there is a darkness to source, God, consciousness, whatever it is you want to call it, nature, whatever you want to call it. You have to accept that that exists. But you don't lead with that. You lead with the good. You accept the darkness in you. You control the darkness in you to whatever extent you can, but accept that it's there. And accept that the dark needs to learn as well. It needs to learn. That's what it's here for, to learn. It's here to learn how human beings live, how they're supposed to live. And it's here to help you live, to help you live your best life. So your most high, so your highest consciousness or whatever, your lowest consciousness, whatever you want to believe, don't care. Gotta run. Okay, I'm not running after you because I don't do running. Thanks, Tigger. You have a good day too. Yeah, night, Davey. I'm going anyway. I will give you a song. Woohoo! Love songs. I'm all about music and dance. Me. I am. I'm gonna do. Can you see that? Ooh, click your neck. So I'm gonna do a proper. I see. Dance. Shuffle and jump and all those things at these. I'm gonna do a dance video one day. Because I keep saying I'm going to do it and you don't see it and then think, well, he's lying. But I'm not lying. I can dance. I do dance. It doesn't matter whether it's, rock and roll, northern soul, disco, trance, whatever, house. A dance. Dance. A trance dance. So thanks for everybody. I appreciate you being here. Like I say, oh, why didn't that work? Excuse me. And this is not trying to upset people. I'm just trying to tell people the truth. People like it or they don't like it. I don't care. I don't care. It's the truth. It's going to happen. Whether they like it or not. Doesn't matter if it's me. Doesn't matter if it's one of the 144,000. I'm telling you, because you're upsetting people or hurting people or whatever it is, I'm speaking as though I'm one of those people. Or I am that person. Or I am God. I'm speaking to you as though here's a message for you. Here's a message for you that you need to hear and you need to understand and you need to act on. And if you don't act on it, I've done my part. Like I'm the postman. I need to go. I need to deliver the letter into your house because that's my job. There you go. There's the letter because you didn't do mine. You didn't send the mail to me. The mail, not the email. The mail, which is against the law, but didn't get any mail. That's bad. But me being a good person, I'm giving you the mail. I'm telling you, here's the information. Look, there it is. I've just given it to you. You can, you get a bill, you look at it and you don't like it and you're angry. But it's the truth. There it is. There's your bill. What do you want me to do? It's your bill, not mine. I'm just posting it to you. Here I am posting your bill. This is your karma bill. Accept it for what it is. You made the bill, not me. I'm just delivering it to you. Here I am delivering your karma bill. Wow, that's a high karma bill. How long did you leave them lights on or lights off or whatever it is? I'm just a postman. I've posted the letter, has your karma bill on it. How you pay, that's up to you. That's up to you. If you don't pay it, guess what? Here's another bill. Added interest. Don't pay it? Well, guess what? Here's another bill. Added interest. And another. And another. Oh, you've passed away, have you? Never mind. Here we go. This is your next life. Here's the bills that you've had from your past life. Carry on. That's it. I'm just telling you the truth. So thanks for that, Tigger. I'll go and listen to that now. Thank you very much. Hey, Wig. I'm just going. Sorry, matey. But how are you? I was just going. But I do appreciate you being here. Beginning. Yes, I'm good. It's 17:56. I hope everybody is fantabulous and going to have a great day because it's obviously way early in the day for you people. Not so early for me. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for being here. Like I say, if people get offended by what I say, I don't care. I'm sorry, but that's just it. Because I'm not saying you're an ugly mother who I hate and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, listen, I love you to death and I don't want anything to happen to you. And in order for nothing to happen to you, probably better that you don't do these things that you're doing. Just saying. Here's your bill. Here's your bill. If you don't want another bill, just don't, spend any more of that credit in that way. That's all I'm saying. So thank you very much. Take care. Ciao for now.